into the monsters, and it also teaches you because you have to divide the fractions and multiply and do all of those different things to kill the monsters and pass them up.
Thank you. Big round of applause for Nathan, please. All right. Okay, so we wanted to solve a problem in math. We think there's a stigma against math among kids. Maybe you've seen this in math classes, or maybe this is what kids are afraid of. It's boring, maybe they think it's too hard, or it's even scary. So we had a vision. We wanted to make a math game that was really an immersive world that pulled kids in and entertained them. So we had a vision of castles, magic, and toys, monsters, and puzzles, and exploration. So this is what the game actually looks like. I think we did a pretty good job of creating that 3D world that really pulls kids in. Here's a girl holding a fraction sword. So, yeah, fraction sword. So basically, there's a lot of numbers in the world, and the fraction sword will cut it in half. So picture you're walking around and there's like a basketball on the ground. And this basketball is a 5, right? You can take this sword and you can chop it in half. It becomes 2.5 and 2.5. And for kids, this is really powerful learning tool because first of all, they're the ones taking the action to see this thing get divided. And secondly, it's really clear to see that those two numbers came out of one number. And you can actually recombine them back together. So I could pick up the 2.5, throw it back together with the other 2.5, it becomes a 5 again. So it's a very, very strong visual message to teach kids about fractions. And that's just one of the many toys and puzzles that we have. So we have like sheep, we have spikies, which all kids call spikies. We have checker balls that are 2-step puzzles. This is some pictures of some of our users. Kids absolutely love us. We've actually had the problem that kids don't want to stop playing our game. We've had kids throw tantrums before because they had to stop. We've had some computer labs. They're not allowed to play our game. They have to play other games first, and then they can play ours. I want to point out the girl in the top right. That was after an event similar to this one. She took my computer away from the place to follow her dad around and played the game for 2 hours. Finally, I tried to take the computer away from her. I had to wrestle it out of her hands. She just wanted to keep chopping numbers. So I think we really created something powerful here. But so what? It's a fun game, and kids love it, but is it good for teachers? Well, it's Common Core aligned, so it covers about a third of the Common Core from K through 6. And there's a dashboard that will show you exactly what Common Core is being covered, and you can track your kids' progress on what parts of Common Core they've covered. And you can assign things directly from the dashboard too. So if you want Johnny to study fraction addition to 1, you can check that box in the dashboard, and Johnny will see a message in his game, and he'll start playing. It's backed by Joe Boulder. So Joe Boulder is a professor at Stanford who teaches math teachers how to teach math. And one thing that she says is, math is often taught wrong. Giving a student a worksheet 1,000 times is not really helping them. It's just making them memorize facts. Our game is a lot better than that because it lets you play with numbers. You can do different things with them. You're not told you have to do 6 times 7 and that equals 42. You're shown a 42, and you can choose how to make numbers combine together to get the right answer. So it's about exploration, discovery, and freedom to play. Most importantly, I think our game changes kids' mindsets towards math. They're no longer afraid of it. They no longer think it's boring. It's something exciting. They're going to be asking you questions about it because they want to get farther in the game. So we have a demo table over to the left over here. If you guys want to check it out,